All right, welcome back to JJ's Ice Cream. How are you, Jimbo?
I'm awesome. How are you, Jeff?
I'm excellent because we have a special guest with us today.
Who is that special guest?
We're going to let him present himself in all his glory.
Hey, I'm Donut Critic. How's it going?
Now, would you like us to call you Donut or Critic or just
Mr. Critic?
Mr. Donut Critic. Let's do that.
All right, Mr. Donut Critic. I like that.
And your home address is?
I'm from Lehigh, Utah.
Perfect. Well, the reason why we wanted to come on today is we wanted to do some donut ice creams. We've been working on this for a while and pretty unsuccessfully. We did a syrup that was a glazed donut syrup and it didn't work.
Because it's not a donut.
It's
syrup. Yeah.
Just a flavor.
Yeah, it was weird. It was,
yes.
And then we did we blended some, and the flavor was great, but the texture was off.
Because you don't blend a donut.
No, it was you've done that though, apparently.
I have. I've blended and I've actually had a drink of donut, and it's not great.
It's not good.
No.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I get you.
So we thought we'd bring you in and get some help from an expert on donuts.
Well, and you guys picked the best donuts in Salt Lake.
Oh yeah.
You have Banbury Cross, and you have Fresh Donut Deli, which I think, in my opinion, are probably top 3 at least within the Salt Lake Valley. So
I agree.
you guys started on the right foot. Let's see if we can actually create something really good with them.
Perfect. All right. Well, let me get the ice cream, and then why don't you pick a donut and let's start there.
I've never had the cinnamon.
You've never
cinnamon
had.
crumb.
Oh
No.
So that's like my Achilles heel. Oh man. Yeah, you're gonna chow down on that. This makes for good viewing. Yeah.
So it's not an acquired taste. I feel like it's
That's really tasty.
high level taste because there is some bitterness to the cinnamon.
Yeah.
But it just is that perfect balance. It's not something that's going to be overly sugar. So that's why I suggested when we had talked a little bit earlier, because that bitter cinnamon with the creamy ice cream could be the best mix.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I said, oh yeah, no, that's dead on. Yeah. And it's a donut not to eat on the go because it is a messy donut. But if we put it in an ice cream container, then yeah, you can eat it.
And usually I eat the donut and a glass of milk.
Oh.
Almost every time. And so if it's in an ice cream, it's just like that blended.
Yeah, you really need a glass of milk with it. Yeah, you need something to chase it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, why don't we start there then?
So the idea you guys are thinking, instead of it being a syrup or blended, you're going to be doing chunks of donut.
Chunks in there, so you
Okay.
can get the flavor.
Break it up.
And not screw up the texture. All right.
Well, and I do really appreciate your guys' ice cream. I feel like there is such a good taste to it. There is a good smooth texture to it as well.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
So you actually tried the ghost peppermint.
I did.
Tell us about your experience with that.
So the first bite that you take, it's cool and you think, oh, like it's not that bad.
Minty.
Yeah, exactly. There's a mintiness to it. And then it was just like this roller coaster of heat. It just like started going and you're like, oh, is this gonna stop?
Yeah.
And I got a little bit worried, like my wife was looking at my face and she was like getting a little bit scared. And then it kind of curbs again, and that which you get like ice cream and the hot, and I feel like it just like balances and works off of each other. So,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So listeners, viewers, whatever we got, viewers,
Yeah.
viewers,
It's a
try
visual
the
thing.
ghost peppermint
Yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah.
JJ'sicecream.com. You
I
won't
like
be
it.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have a chocolate habanero one, which is it just kind of hits you in the back of the throat.
It's
It
a
is
light-
kinda, yeah,
it's a light
it's
heat.
nice, but yeah, we'll have another episode on all that. So, all right, perfect. Well, let's get to making. All right, so we're gonna add some of the cinnamon. You have gloves on, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, shit.
I licked it.
Yeah. This is yours then. So
You look at the crumbs. I
Yeah.
love that because
Oh yeah.
they have the glaze kind of like stuck to it, and so it should stay together a little bit better than if you were to just dump a bunch of cinnamon in.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the flavors in those crumbs.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, that looks good. Oh yeah.
that's something I would definitely just do at home. Like now that we're doing it, it's like I might just
I can
like
do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like
It's like one of those monolith moments.
Although, viewers, don't try this at home.
We are professionals.
Buy JJ's Ice Cream at jjsicecream.com, and you can get this done by professionals who watch all the safety rules.
Well, and the thing too is like Bamber only has one location, and so like having you guys be able to deliver it or something like that. Yeah.
We'll bring it to
Right.
your home.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
lot
think-
cheaper than Grubhub.
I don't think Banbury delivers.
No, not at all.
Well, maybe Uber Eats.
No, I looked on there today. Ours is cheaper. Do our way. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it's really expensive. Yeah.
Like a chunk of the donut too. I love
Wow.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's really tasty.
It needs a little vanilla, but you know me. I always
Everything
say
needs
vanilla.
vanilla.
Yeah.
No, that's
I feel like
that's top notch.
to keep the integrity of the donut. I don't know if you want to add it.
It's just straight up like that. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Like
it.
that tastes like if I was to just randomly get an ice cream thing and taste it, that tastes like a Banbury donut.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how the donut would hold up in the freezing.
Well, we can see.
But
Yeah.
we'll see
Well,
something.
I mean,
go
other
forward.
places
yeah.
do butter cake, and
Yeah.
that holds up.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like if not like a flash freeze, but if you immediately mix it and then freeze it, it might.
It
hold
could.
up, So
Yeah, I like it. Well, let's.
Well, we got a pretty good
Yeah.
freezer.
So my go-to at Banbury is the cinnamon and then the strawberry,
oh, I
but
love
not
strawberry.
this crap with coconut on it because I hate coconut. So I hopefully they put a
Well
strawberry. Oh, there we go. All right. So this is my go-to.
So that's like my number 3 donut.
Okay.
So
At Banbury or
At
just
Ban-
in
at
general?
Banbury.
Okay. So
cinnamon, maple bar, strawberry.
okay. All right.
Top
All right.
3.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that.
Are you doing
All right.
No, I really didn't see you bite that. I was like surprised that there was like half the donut gone.
Yeah. Don't put your hand over there. You know. All
It's
right.
good with the coconut.
Yeah. Is it? No, not because it's so nasty. All right. And Ben, this time I'm going to let you do this one.
All right.
Oh,
So
wow.
we'll switch it up.
Taking me 9 months.
I don't trust you.
Did you put a full donut in this last one?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, except for the bite I took.
Yeah, except for the bite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do the full. And one of the things that I had talked to you guys about was doing donut holes. And so like that kind of interests me too, because you said would it hold up? And I wonder because donut holes have that shell. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you could maybe put some flavoring in the ice cream, and then once they hit a donut hole, it would.
Bigger chunks there. You look like you're about to.
I will say it kind of did feel sacrilegious to break a donut like that, just because like I'm usually eating them, not like deconstructing them and like basically.
You know, this is we're gonna start selling these to like old folk homes. It's gonna work out good.
So, Mr. Critic, when you go to eat donuts, because I follow you, you eat a lot of donuts, right? Now that you've eaten so many donuts, is it like you're tearing it apart in your mind, or are you just like, oh, this is good, or is it, oh, this needs a hint of vanilla, or some lavender?
So it even goes deeper than that, because I look at the bite as well. Like I call it the bite integrity. So when you take a bite, there should be a certain depression. So like there's going to be depression and then like a rebound to it, and that's how you can kind of tell like what the dough quality is going to be as well. And so like obviously I'm like tasting and I'm feeling inside, but I can see like the potential for the donut just from like one bite, and then it like dives into the flavor and whatnot. And I'm a critic, and so like there's almost every donut I have, there's something that I think I could change or that would be better.
I never ever thought of the rebound quality of a donut.
Yes, the bite integrity.
Yeah,
Yes.
the bite integrity. Well, and it makes sense because it depends on the proof of the dough and how they did. Yeah.
And it all depends. That like there's cake donuts and there's raised donuts, and they all have like different varying. Do you want me to mix that up more than that?
No, I like it. I think
I'm a little interested on this one because like the flavor on the strawberry is usually subtle.
Yeah.
So I think you might actually have to add some strawberry.
Strawberry.
to
And
it.
we've got some. We need to. Go ahead. You. Yeah.
Kind of like these chunks too.
See, now that's good too. But I think it's because you make a really, really good ice cream base, Jeff, and those are top-notch donuts. The combination of the two extremely delicious things combined. Of course, I wouldn't combine, a great brisket with Lucky Charms.
Maybe it's
No, gentlemen.
No, I was just thinking, this ice cream base, if you tried to put like a Dunford in it, it would reject it. And say, "No, I think
I can't stir this.
Spit it right out.
Yeah, like, get out of here. So what do you think about that one?
Good, but I do think it needs more flavor.
Okay.
So
So you think we probably ought to add some strawberry?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
Just
do
like
it.
a couple of stripes in there.
So when you add toppings like this, do you blend it, or like what's the process for marbling? I'm not an ice cream expert.
You know, it depends.
I'm a little nervous to just like get in there and stir. Do you want to
Yeah,
like?
yeah,
show
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, usually, so with something like this where we've already kind of got the base, I'm gonna mix it up enough that I want the ice cream to be a little more flavored with it.
Yeah.
But then what we'll do is sometimes we'll mix it all up and then we'll just add a little bit more to get a little ribbon. The only problem is you just gotta be soft with it. Some things, caramel and chocolate, they'll hold up, but some things like this won't necessarily. So you just gotta mix it as little as possible. A lot of times we'll just kind of do a swirl
Just like
and then call it good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's try that with the.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because strawberry first, and I thought in the very beginning, oh, it doesn't taste like donut until the end.
Yeah, right at the end you get that flavor.
It's
Yeah,
like
like-
a jelly-filled donut.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah, I like that. Think about it, huh? All right.
I like it.
All right. Well, now you did the cinnamon nitros and strawberry. So Jim Bob, I'm gonna let you're gonna choose the.
You were
next
talking
one.
about bear claw. Do you want to like?
Oh, I want to try the bear claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, Donuts and Deli. If you've never been in there, like nicest Korean family, and they do an amazing job. I mean, honestly, I love that place. It's just little. It's nondescript, but it is really tasty. Yeah. All right.
I feel like anywhere I go, I seek out an Asian-owned bakery for that same reason. I just feel like they do such a great
You know
job.
what they're doing.
Like in Vegas, there's Ronald's Donut, and I feel like Ronald's and them are pretty similar on what they do. Oh, look at that apple in there.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you see that?
Oh man.
The thing I like about bear claws, because they're large, they have to cook the outside a decent amount, and so there is some toastiness. And I feel like it definitely brings a lot of flavor on the outside. We're going heavy on this one. Look at
this
this
one's
one.
gonna be yeah.
I'm gonna love this one. It's gonna be bear claw with a little bit of ice cream.
Do we need a bigger bowl? A bigger bowl?
We're gonna need a bigger bowl.
But and the thing I do like, they good apple chunks within their bear claws as well, and
Oh yeah,
it's just that looks really tasty to
This is
me.
gonna be good.
This would make a really good trifle.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, bear claw trifle. I
Hear that, wife?
Yeah.
This would make a great trifle.
I didn't like trifle. I could be behind that.
But,
All right, let's try that.
But I think the cool thing about this is look at the skin; it's like intact, and so like I feel like that would hold up better when you guys freeze it. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna break.
Look, the baby wolf.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That
good.
is great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That tastes like apple pie.
Well, like a really good apple.
If that gets frozen right away,
Yeah.
that would.
That's really interesting because that's three completely different textures.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they all were, but that actually is my favorite texture that we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's because it has that like tougher skin on the outside, and it's gonna preserve it somewhat more.
Then you get the tartness of the apple
Mm-hmm.
that really kicks in.
Wow. No, I like that.
So this is gonna be the maple,
Ooh.
and I actually really like the maple from Donut and Deli as well as the maple from Banbury.
My favorite at Donut and Deli is just the plain yeast donuts, the glaze.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
tasty. We actually did a challenge.
I mean, look at that. Look at just how like they're
This is the rebound.
Oh yeah.
they're delightful.
Yeah. We did a challenge in my work where we blind tested like 6 different glazed donuts, and Donuts Deli won. It was
Hands down, always.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now I actually do not like maple, but I'm gonna try it.
You don't like maple.
No, I'm funny with things.
So I used to hate maple,
Yeah.
but I feel like it's grown on me over the years, and now it's like one of my favorite flavors
Oh.
when done right. Because
Yeah.
like I feel like it is done incorrectly a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
It's
I'm not
subtle.
getting- I'm
like
not
the
getting any,
strawberry.
yeah.
Well, let's add some maple. Now the problem with using real maple syrup is you need a lot to really get the flavor come out, but it does screw up the texture, and so that's
Just because it
one of
makes
the
it a
issues.
little gummy and
Yeah, it just it thins it out too much.
Is this the 100 proof?
Yeah, this is the good stuff. A couple years ago they changed all the grading names, so this is grade A dark color
Grade A dark
Yeah.
color.
because they have grade A light and then they have like grade B robust. It's yeah.
I can see what you're saying here. It's getting a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when it freezes, it's gonna freeze a little bit different.
Yeah, so the biggest thing is you want to keep those ice crystals tiny, and that's why it's so important that the texture stays, that we get it cold and frozen as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I'm
Still
getting
subtle.
more
Yeah,
than
still
I'm
subtle.
getting more of the maple bit. It's like it's sweeter.
Yeah. It's almost like a maple candy.
I mean, you're getting the donut at the very end, kind of like we've
Uh-huh.
gotten to on the others, but like you're not getting the maple.
Yeah.
Maple.
Yeah.
I would say that's a miss on that one.
Yeah.
Maple donut.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
What,
Because you wouldn't want to like keep adding to it because it just tastes more sugary.
Yeah.
And more sugary.
Yeah.
what's your opinion on cronuts?
I love cronuts.
Yeah?
Yeah. You don't like them?
I do. Where's a good one around here?
So my favorite right now is Powder Peaks. They're just like a home baker right now, but I think there's just a code and she's cracked it. She's got like the outside shell, but then the inside layers are really soft and it's just like a really good one. I mean, Boston's has a pretty good one, but they're a little bit drier than I like. Bianca's down in Provo has a good one. Donut Star and Draper, if you've had one of those.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good. They're a tiny bit oily, but I feel like Powder Peaks is the best one.
Powder Peaks.
I'll check those out.
Yeah.
They do just like order online, pick up, and delivery at this point, but I think they're getting enough business and enough attention that a shop is on its way. So
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, I'll tell you, let's try one more. Let's do a fritter one.
okay,
All right. So I think this is an apple fritter. I can't remember. what
it
she
looks
said.
like it's probably the apple.
Yeah.
I can't remember what other flavors that they have for fritters.
Yeah. All
Cherry.
right.
Do they have cherry ones?
Yeah.
Walmart makes a cherry fritter.
Walmart does?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't matter.
It's actually really good.
No, it's not, Jabal. It's heresy.
You're mean to me.
So we got the fritter here. So let's.
Okay, so the best thing about fritters, in my opinion, is it's all these like bits and pieces that they've compiled and then they throw it in the fryer. Is that you really do get these really like deep crevices of like not like burnt ends, but like really crispy edges. And this is why I'm excited for this because you look at it, you can see the color. It all kind of it's not mixing into the ice cream as much as the others, but I feel like that's a benefit because you're gonna get a lot of good flavor.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good. All right.
Burnt ends of donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard it put that way,
No.
but that's exactly what it tastes like.
I dig it.
I do too. Although I like the apple fritter or the bear claw one better, I like this one because it's got the crunchier shell.
We'll hold up better.
Yeah.
That one will.
Yeah. Well,
But it is like the burnt ends of
I can totally see what you're saying. I'm like, oh yeah, there's some crispier parts.
because
and
they
some softer
don't like
parts.
cook it and they don't get those crispy edges and then like it's just gonna be dough inside
Yeah.
your face.
Yeah. And the problem is, and this is why I don't get fritters very often, is a lot of times they don't cook it right and then it's just oily. And I don't want to feel sick afterwards, and so a lot of times I just won't get a fritter.
Or you'll look at it and they'll just like dip it in the glaze and the glaze doesn't drip off and so it just goes in all those crevasses and it's just this sugary bite because it's like so much glaze in there.
Yeah. And they're
Whereas-
so big. Yeah.
But like Donut and Deli does a really good job if you look at it. Like it's not all filled with glaze like some other places, like Walmart.
You didn't use the whole thing, huh?
I'm not like you, Jim.
Maybe that's what I did wrong.
Yeah.
The bear claw.
Okay, so you're at a donut place first time. What's your go-to?
Always a glaze.
Okay.
I feel like you need to test the dough, and the glaze is the best place to start. So.
Yeah.
And the rebound quality.
And the rebound, yeah.
I'm gonna start testing for that because you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be coming out with a series of like how to critique a donut, and that's gonna be one of them.
Okay. Awesome.
And one of them is gonna be like the weight ratio because I feel like there is a too fluffy of a donut, and then there's too dense of a donut, and so like it's finding that balance.
Yeah. Cool.
Like a mass index or something. So it's in the works.
All right. Well, awesome.
Well, Mr. Critic, how about if you give yourself a little pat on the back and a shout out for you've got a book out,
Yes.
right? And your social media, where can people find you?
So the best place to find me is at Donut Critic. That's on Instagram. I also have a website. It's donutcritic.com. And he did mention my book. It's just one I wrote for my kids a couple of years ago, and it's just been this like story inside of me. And so I decided to like have it animated or illustrated with my mom, and it's just this fun story about loving yourself and having a good life.
Eating donuts.
And eating donuts.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being on the show.
No,
and,
thanks for having me. I want more of this ice cream. So.
Yeah, well, we're going to send you home with something.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Not the bear claw one, though.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have that.
I'll make more, don't worry. Well, thank you for watching, and go check out jjsicecream.com, check out the Donut Critic on Instagram, and just know that life's too short to eat crap, so eat JJ's and eat good donuts.
Agreed.
We love